Alright, well I think I got a bit carried away with the cleaning. But this thing is horribly dirty. Must have been used next to a dirt road or something like that, maybe even a site office, because there's just nothing but mud through it. The motor's a bit oily and sticky, but that's alright. Yeah, cleaned up alright. Just got to dry the electrics out. It's got the old paper film capacitors, defrost timer, which has got water in it, same with the thermostat, which needs to dry out. I'll run the second stage heating element off a ballast and just warm it up and drive off any moisture before I connect that up. I've had problems with them before. As soon as you get them wet, they start shorting out and tripping RCDs. I notice the fan's loose, so I've got to tighten that up. There's a bit of end play on the motor, but the actual fan is loose on the shaft, so I'll tighten that little grub screw up. This one here is fine. Yeah, just going around with the air vac, getting rid of any excess crap. These things are cool. These things are really handy. You don't need a wet dry vac when you've got compressed air around. Too easy. Don't know what it was, it was just a cheapo China one. I've modified it a little bit. Too good. Cool. I think I just finished draining the water out of it, let it dry out a bit and slowly power it up bit by bit and see what works and what's waterlogged. And I'll put the covers back on. G'day folks. Well, I haven't done a vintage air conditioner video for a while, and since I found this one at the junkyard today, I figured it'd be worth doing. I mean, it's complete, it's all working. I have had it running and tested it. And Dad's playing with his bike, so you have to ignore the noise in the background. Same style as the old R12 ones. I was hoping it'd be R12, but then I saw the reversing valve on it. A few people have asked me why you can't use R12 in heat pumps, and it's simply because it's just not high enough pressure, not high enough temperature. And it's quit working at much higher temperatures than an R22 does, and R410A is even better. This one's just dirty. It runs, it works. I'll just do a good clean up on it. So, let's turn it off. Plug him in. Okay, let's try fan only. Good. Cooling. Beautiful. Nice quick start up on the compressor. It didn't sit there dwindling and humming. It's already hot coming off. Got a little bit of a knock. No kinks in the lines as such. It's just the coil for the reversing valve and the solenoid's moved. It's broken away from the body of the valve, so I've got to shore that up so it doesn't snap off. I'm going to use some high temp silicone and just silicone all the way along the back of it. Yeah, not sure on that one because it's just broken away. It's just floating there by its little capillary tubes. Good heat rejection already. Yeah, it's good. I got one of the same in my bedroom with the more modernised controls on it. That one over there. Same deal, this one will slot straight in if I need to. I'll probably end up doing that because that one in the bedroom's getting pretty tired. Like, it's bad. Yeah, it's good, it's happy. Yeah, it just needs a damn good clean. It's atrocious. Well, it's running again. The reason for the sign is because I'm doing a dry out run. That is, I've disconnected the earth and I'm just running it in heat mode to dry out the electrics. I was positive I had it dry, but there was a tiny bit of moisture somewhere in the system and it just tripped the safety switch. I shut down my computer halfway through a video edit file. not fun. So I'm just running it till it dries out. I did measure it just before and it seems to have stopped leaking 0 volts from ground, or to chassis to ground. So it should be safe, but I'll let it run for another hour and dry out all the fiberglass insulation and everything. Should be right. I'm quite surprised how well this thing cleaned up. A few little spots to just touch up with a rag, where I didn't want to get the hose out and wash the electrics too much, but it's all dried out and working now. The fiberglass insulation's in good nick, doesn't smell funny anymore. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Just going to keep putting it back together again. I'll clean up the outer case and fit the front panel. I've glued the reversing valve coil back on, so it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, if I get a year or two out of it before it cracks, it'll be right. Just don't want to crack these capillary tubes too soon. Be a nice unit, runs very well too. Nice and hot. Well, I'm running out of daylight and camera battery and good weather, but I finally got this thing together. Biggest problem is I've got a broken slat on the front piece there, and if there is supposed to be a cover over the controls, it's missing, but doesn't really need one. Definitely 60s decor. The other thing is the little badge on the front's missing, but I'll probably find one of them. It's coming out good. I'm going to install this one in my bedroom. Probably use the existing outer housing, so the same size, same model, same stamping.